Welcome to the Trinity TechCast. This is the first episode for 2026. Hi guys, just to let you know, this was not recorded on January 2026 because we took a break for Christmas and we are probably in real time about 4 pounds heavier, except for McKellar, because McKellar is working on those gains and Akeem shaky head like, nope, not me. I will not be 4 pounds heavier because you're watching them macros, asking
You
me.
will be 4 pounds heavier is if I gain muscle. 4 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Yeah, if I gain muscle, cause I buy a exercise machine. And I went
You finished assembling it?
Yeah, in like 12 hours. But yeah, I assembled it. I went to a little end of year thing with some people from work and everybody asked me if I lift and weights, got a fine.
Yeah, fine. You're bulking up a little bit. All right, so January 2026, Happy New Year to all those of you in advance. I'll be listening to this. And today's episode is our predictions for 2026. I was going to try from next year.
This year?
I'm going to up.
You mean this
from
year?
this year, right? Yeah, from this year. After this episode, I'm going to start to upload like background music for different things, just for the kicks of it. So when we're doing our tech story, I'm going to put the violin in the background. So what we did techie for the week and all the different things, because StreamYard just have all kind of features, and I realize I'm not using all, and I think I want to use all, just for the fun of it. Yeah, because it's there. So let's go to our predictions for 2026. But before that, we have to take it back to our predictions from last year. And I have all of the audio clips here ready and waiting. So let's hear what Akeem and I had to say. This was before before McKellar came on in episode 100. This was like episode 96 or some kind of thing like that. It was really close. So here's the intro to our predictions. So you get 2 local, 1 international. I know you've been thinking about it. So I had to go first here, or you go first this time?
Nah, like I'm thinking, but I don't know why. Like my thoughts in terms of predicting.
Yeah. See what I he didn't come prepared last time? He was like, all I have is bad things to say. All I have bad things to say. So I had to do this. Okay, mate.
Yeah.
My first one is that EVs going to go up to at least 5% of the car market share in Trinidad.
Didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen, but
The price went up 5%.
a lot more people have EVs now than before. A lot more than we would have thought. Like just by the BYDs I see on the road, I would say that I see a lot more EVs than I used to see before. Like I could drive from Port of Spain to Arima and calmly see 15 to 20 EVs.
So much?
Calmly. And about 10 of them is BYD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like BYD sold 200 and something cars this year. That's
How much did they sell last year?
20.
20?
I ain't saying that is 5% of the whole market of Trinidad and Tobago right now, but we did move up somewhere. Move up somewhere. I'll take a little, like I'll take a 50% on that. I'll take a 50% on that.
Yeah, so I just say get negative stuff, right? But
Yeah.
right, in terms of the whole push for digital inclusion and people trying to get people on board in terms of e-money and stuff and digital wallets, people getting bank accounts, I don't think nothing gonna change much there.
All right. Well, that was easy. You think it changed in any way, form or fashion? No, nothing. No. People get bank. People start to use the online banking more. You think so?
Not really. It's probably about the same.
I would say about the same. Like for my business, in terms of my payments and those other things, we used to have people that used to go into the bank and make the deposit and the fast deposit, and it still have people doing that. And we just had to kind of walk them through the process to put the envelope in and all that kind of stuff. I thought it would be done by now, but most people are able to take a screenshot of their app when they send the purchase now. But I can't say that it got better simply because I have people who still pay by depositing in the bank.
Yeah, for me, for me with my stuff, if you're doing an online transfer, it had to be the same bank I with, else I would wait a day or so before I do anything.
Before you see it register, because the kind of money that you're dealing with, probably.
Well, big purchases, so I with two banks, so if it were these two banks, you could send and I could see.
And if they're not with those two banks?
Then you'll get your stuff the next day when I could go in the account and check that the money reach.
Wait, I real micromanaging now you have to do. You'll end up having to hire like a accountant or something to check that.
For now I just do the accountant.
Well, of course, because it's entrepreneurship 101. Yeah, all right, here's my second prediction. All right, the second one is online shopping is going to maybe double. It's either going to do one or two things. They're going to double going up or it's going to cut down. But online shopping is going to get affected in Trinidad and Tobago because merchants or sellers might start to realize that they can't charge as much as they want to charge. That's because the amount of money that people were charging for things that you could order online was crazy, and people were just starting to shop online and use a Skybox and whatnot, and online merchants would have had to drop their prices and make them more reasonable, which I think I saw happen, where some of the things that people were selling on Instagram were of reasonable prices and comparable to the price that it would be if you order it from like via a Skybox or whatnot. The only thing I noticed personally is that the variety of things that you could get still doesn't pale in comparison to ordering from Amazon or eBay online. So if you want something very specific, local people wouldn't have them in stock. They would be trying to order it and give it to you too, which you could do the same thing for yourself. But I did order a few things from local sellers that were of comparable pricing to if I'd ordered it from online. So I would say that I saw that change. Did you see that change?
Well, for me, I don't really pay close attention to online merchants. Like people selling
local online merchants.
Local online merchants. I really can't tell you,
All right, Michaela, you see that? Anyway.
To an extent, I don't know. To an extent, like I've bought less things online this year, and I've bought a little more from Instagram stores. But I do agree that last year it was ridiculous. Like the upcharge was really, really ridiculous. So I think it's a mixture of both. Like for some things, people will buy themselves online. So like I bought my phone myself instead of going to like I will, where it basically almost like double the price.
Yeah.
You know, so it depends on the item. Sometimes if you need it now, for now, all right, pay the convenience fee. But if you could plan ahead, order it online. Don't even bother wasting your time.
Well, yeah. Okay, all right. Here's Akim's second prediction.
In terms to touch on the whole USD thing, it's similar to you. Yeah, it could go both ways. But I probably think local prices, gonna go up. Not just on the tech side, but food, cars, everyday stuff will probably go up the longer this, quote unquote, crisis go on for USD.
All right. Mm-hmm. How did that pan out?
Yeah, I mean, prices just always go up. Because always tend to go up and they'll come down.
But did it go up because of the lack of US?
I increased some prices because of the lack of US.
Okay. Did you experience it as did you try to do anything? And one of the things that they told you is, it went up because of the US.
So The people don't really say that, but they'll just tell you, like, the cost that went up. And they could interpret that as the cost to buy from either the supplier increased the cost, or the cost to buy from the supplier increased because they had to pay more money to get black market US. The price of black market US went up.
Michaela, how about you? You see anything with that?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Right. People have been upcharging simply because it is harder to get US, like Akib said, and the Republic Bank, how they introduced the new limits.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's struggling right now. So yeah, places have increased their prices or like just reduced stock. Yeah, I've seen more of like a reduction in stock or like slower restocking times as opposed to increased pricing.
I know the credit card limits. We are definitely the credit card limits get cut like 4 different times this year because of the US thing. So that is where I saw it, but I don't think I really saw it in buying things or
You know, they see it a lot. If you just go to the grocery or if you just go to Price Mart, there's some weeks you would go and you see something for say $40, they come back and it's $50. Then next 3 weeks is $60. And that I think is a direct correlation to lack of USD or the high price to get USD. I don't think it's necessarily the suppliers increasing the prices so much, but it's the fact that it's so hard to get US that you had to pay higher prices for it. So I mean, they're passing the cost on to us.
All right, cool. Next one. This is my third prediction.
If this one comes through again, 2 points instead of 1.
All right, here's my one. My one is that BYD gonna become the second best car sales company in the world behind Toyota.
That's it. I don't think that happened.
Oh no! Check the stats. Yeah, it did. BYD's sales. They like the arguably they are the second best car sales in the world right now.
Arguably, and stats don't go together.
Yeah,
Go ahead now,
it's gotta be definitive.
Well, then you gotta check it from the Japanese market. You gotta check it from the Chinese market, because in the Chinese market they are the biggest, and then they exporting the vehicles to all different markets and whatnot. So
I see. Right, this list I see is Toyota, Volkswagen, Ford, then BYD.
Right, and you looking at it from our Western, these Western reporters, right? But inside China, it had no bigger vehicle than BYD.
We can't look at inside China.
You can't look at China alone.
Right. Saying in the world, the world is not just China.
Yeah, but
I ain't China fighting,
but they were like 11th last year, and they reached the 4th. And
yeah.
It's very possible that they higher than they actually are, because they just fight China. Yeah. I taking my W on that. Like,
so Toyota, Volkswagen, Hyundai, Kia, Stellantis, GM, and then BYD. But if you look in terms of growth, BYD had the best growth, like 31%. Well, behind some company named Geely or something.
Which is probably like a shell company for some other Chinese manufacturer. But yeah, I was close.
If you're looking at volume, Toyota, Volkswagen, Kia, if you're looking by individual brand sales, BYD 6th. And if you're looking at trends, then BYD trending a lot, and Geely.
So, well, we'll get to our predictions for this year, because I'll talk about BYD again. Coming soon. Last prediction. This was your third prediction, Akim.
There's an out there one. Grok going on become more popular, and gonna become more popular and widely used. You know, those Grok. That's
Yeah, that's Elon
Twitter,
Musk.
X, AI, yeah.
How did that pan out?
Correct.
Yeah.
That was an easy one though.
At the time,
Everybody was using AI. Like I you know that ChatGPT
Yeah.
was only going to have such a great run, and eventually everybody would have tried to do their best to catch up. So Grok would have get some more steam in the engine for sure. Did it at that point Gemini and Grok were kind of like trying to fight for ChatGPT. Who you think came out fight chat? Who you think came out better between Gemini and Grok?
probably Gemini. If I were to pick one, I think honestly I don't really use Gemini, but from what I see online, I think Gemini. What y'all think?
Gemini, just because Grok's reputation a little shaky. Like if it wasn't so shaky, then yeah, Grok. But yeah,
Grok get catching some racial stuff. It was kind of fun. When Gemini get catching some racial stuff, they pull back real quick. Google's like, oh no, we'll take away this feature because they took away the image generating feature and thing at a point in time. But yeah, Grok, I would say Grok did grow, but it didn't become a competitor to ChatGPT as far as I could see. Gemini
It
became the
definitely is.
competitor to ChatGPT.
I think Grok is a competitor to ChatGPT.
In mainstream?
Not mainstream, but definitely give it a run for his money sometimes.
From a technical perspective, but go on the streets and ask somebody what AI they use. They will say they use chat, because they don't even call it ChatGPT anymore. They use the chat app. And then if you go dig a little further, the second thing that they will say is Gemini, because of Nano Banana and VO3. With the image generation and with the video generation, the next thing that they will say is that because what outstanding feature did Grok have that caused them to become mainstream besides racism?
The lack of controls, basically.
Average Joe know that?
I think so. I mean, that's what Grok kind of popular for. Like, you wouldn't really think of Grok besides if it's in some kind of controversy. Woo.
Yeah, and people on Twitter too. It's popular on. Well, is he on Twitter? You can basically ask it stuff on Twitter.
Okay.
Well, X.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was last year, so we see how we came out there in our predictions. Let's get into this year's predictions. So we're starting with most likely to happen in 2026. It could be good, it could be bad, doesn't matter. You just have to say what most likely will happen and state your case. And Michaela, we're starting with you. What is your most likely to happen in 2026 technology-wise?
I feel like most likely to happen, the prices of RAM would go back to reasonable levels by year end. And why? Because it can't go up forever. That's my reasoning.
Good thing I don't need to build any PC anytime soon. So.
Real. Watch that. I was like, ooh, I'm so glad that I have my PC. I would have scream, cry, throw up. Have you seen RAM prices recently? It's ridiculous.
Even though the time I built my PC was when GPU prices were sky high. So I had a little trade off.
I built my PC when Trump started announcing tariffs. I was like, yeah, nah. Let me do this now. That's my prediction.
We mightn't see the RAM prices affect us in PCs, but you see it affecting phones. And Michaela, you just bought your phone. So the amount of RAM that goes into phones most likely going to have to trim down. Even though 12 gigs of RAM in a phone and really like making a big difference in your life versus 8 gigs of RAM in a phone. So the article I read about the RAM, just like the GPUs, I agree with you. I agree that RAM was just it's a fad until the companies realize, okay, we got to put more production in place for that. Probably by the middle of the year, the RAM prices should sort themselves out because the GPU craze is kind of high right now. Okay.
Yeah.
That is RAM prices will get back to normal or be normal. Akeem, what's your most likely to happen?
And most likely to happen mean like low hanging fruit and it, right?
Well,
It just-
however you want to interpret it, you interpret it. Whatever it most likely to happen.
right, most likely to happen is that we're going to get more options for digital online payments for government services.
What? Explain. You
I mean,
you have zero faith in the government, and most likely to happen is you having faith in the government. Go ahead.
No, I mean, right. The reason I say that is because they introduced this whole, we call it payment something
You
Innovation
committee.
something.
They call
Oh,
it
payment
payment
committee. I don't know, but good.
where they had the whole board and stuff like that. We call it again.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Innovation something.
yeah, something with the Ministry of Artificial Intelligence and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they introduced this whole new, and apart from that, they you know, the whole UDP thing with India, UPI.
So you think government services gonna become easier to pay for, and that's most likely to happen?
I think you're going to get some more. And when I say
Options.
easier to pay for, yeah, like right now, that's a real low hanging fruit because a lot of it you have to pay with cash and whatever. So, like
Okay.
the other day when they introduced the links machine,
All right, I hear you.
is the National Payment and Innovation Company, right? And
Okay. I remember when we spoke about that. Okay.
yeah, and
I
they
know
introduced
what
a
you're talking
board,
about.
and
Yeah,
I know somebody on the board. Like I do work with him, so
because he have an inside man. All right,
I put my faith in him. Yeah.
I hear you. That could happen. Let me see, boy. My most likely to happen is another major hack on the scale of TSTT.
That's a boring prediction.
No,
That's
listen.
going to happen.
No. Hold on. I'm not talking about just a data breach. I talking about a major hack where something is going to be shut down or affected and is going to cause like major disturbances in our system. This is not just a data breach that I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you see that Venezuela thing that going on there? And the drama that could unfold from that. More than likely, there will be some sort of cyber side to this. And we are a perfect target to test out some sort of cyber warfare kind of situation. And I don't know, the link system or some kind of thing could go down. I don't know whether it is or some kind of drama like that. But when I say a major hack, I mean like not a data breach, a major hack. Most likely. That's why I think.
Yeah, and you're playing that's most like that's not just like as I say, a data breach. You're talking about something that's gonna be catastrophic.
Not catastrophic, but very highly inconveniencing. Okay. I think our technology hygiene and security hygiene and thing is pretty bad. And if we are in the vicinity of any sort of conflict, our cyber response is pretty bad. So I would say because of the escalating things that are happening in Venezuela, that's why I say as my most likely. It's a little out there, but I thought about it really hard.
If this one's out there, I will hear you. Least likely to happen.
No, my least likely is no. I didn't come at it as your angle, as low hanging fruit or high hanging fruit or whatnot. I just thought about what go happen in Trinidad that might be a little surprising. And then I thought about that and I was like, yeah, plenty of people will be surprised, but I don't think I'll be surprised because more than likely that's one of our weakest points. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my view. Aside from data breaches and all them kind of thing, that happening all the time. All right, let's move on to may happen. It might happen. It might not happen. Whether you like it or not, it may or may not happen. All right, Akim, you get to go first to this one.
Okay, coming back at me. All right. So my might happen is that Apple might finally get it right with AI in 2026. Because I mean, it's been what, 2 years now they had a whole
Apple
rebranded
Intelligence?
AI Apple Intelligence thing. They tried it with ChatGPT. I think this past year they're trying
They
it
go
with
with
Gemini.
yeah.
So I mean, it's only so long it could
Fumble the bag.
it could fumble and claim to be a big tech company without having AI in 2026. So I don't know, something had to happen.
All right. Something had happened. That may happen or may not happen. Okay, I like that one. All right, Michaela, what's your may happen? Might happen or might not happen?
Might happen. We may see some AI governance frameworks being implemented by the EU in particular, because they are the people who actually take data privacy and data security seriously. So we may see some developments in that. At least I hope so. I really, really hope so. We need some rules and regulations around the use of AI. I beg.
I agree. I like that one. I think that may happen, or it may not happen, because politics is a thing that you can't predict, and but the need for it definitely strong. It definitely strong, and I could see there are certain stakeholders who would be like, no, we have to fight for this. Where some people might fight, and then some people might just be like, nah, that's a political thing, so we'll leave that to the politicians. Yeah, I get you. I get where you're coming from with that may happen. Interesting. All right. My may happen is the UPI system will come on stream. It may or may not happen that we have this online payment system where we could send cash digitally that will be controlled by the government. I want it to happen so bad. But I know the kind of society that we're dealing with and the kind of government that we're dealing with and the issues that may happen.
Yeah.
It may, I want it to happen, but it may not.
Now that you say it that way, that you're going to be able to send cash and the government going to control it. I know the government doing no cash and send it.
Send cash from bank to bank, the government might have an eye on it, but you can send it from bank to bank. Because when we spoke about it, one of the things that we spoke about was the banks being able to integrate with the system and follow the rules of that system. And what would be the motivation for a bank to fall in line with the system? It had to have some regulation that tells them that they have to do it, which is where the government will come in. That's what I'm afraid of. Afraid the banks will just be like, no. But the fact that the government owns Republic, has a majority share in Republic now and the majority share in FCB, that's a good place to start, having the ability to have that kind of sway in those financial institutions. So, yeah, I would see the UPI system coming on, maybe in 2026, but definitely by 2027. If it didn't come by 2027, I would be very upset, because it's proven to work in all these different places, and we can't be so not backward. We can't be so incompetent to not have it implemented. I hope, maybe. This is a lot of hope I'm speaking with here. At the end of 2020, at the end of this year, I want to play back this clip and say that I've downloaded the app. I really want to. I don't know if I will.
Yeah,
all right, that's me. All right, let me go to the big ones. Definitely not happening.
Oh,
for sure.
I thought it was least likely to happen.
Well, least likely, yeah. But I put definitely not happening for dramatic effect. Least likely to happen, right? Who want to go first? I give all their chance.
Me.
All
Definitely
right.
not going to happen. The UPI system being implemented next year. That ain't happening. That was my first and immediate thought when I made this list. I was like, yeah, this ain't happening. No way.
Why?
It's
Why?
Trinidad. No, it's not happening. It's not. It's not. There are a lot of things that will happen. That's not one of it.
Oh, way. That means, okay, at the end of the year, one of us is going to have to say, all right, I was wrong. But, okay, but I understand your feeling. I understand your gusto when you said it definitely not happening, because
Yeah, that happening.
part of me feels like that, but part of me also wants to romanticize it and say, oh gosh, let me do something good now. Let me do something good.
Yeah.
All right, Akeem, what least likely to happen?
Yeah, mine wasn't as, I didn't interpret it this strong like y'all. Definitely not gonna. I had it more as a kind of out there kind of prediction that not likely to happen, but to have a like 1% chance or something. So is we have a early carnival season and whatever. I know we spoke about AI artist and album the other day. So my out there prediction is that we're gonna have an AI soca artist and people will actually like the song.
Okay. We didn't have one already?
We had an AI soca artist.
Yes, somebody sent me a YouTube video with a AI soca artist, and yeah, we had a very long discussion in our group chat about it.
Okay.
I think there's actually an AI song yet. If people will like it, well, that's you. So least likely to happen is basically people liking AI soca. That way.
Yeah.
I think Trinidadians, they don't care once the intoxication hit them, you know. Just the fact that it has some songs that are genuinely bad, sung by humans, and it has get big because of the radio play and, for lack of a better word, the when your head bad, you don't really pay attention to what you're listening to. You just kind of once the beat and thing, once the beat have you. But if it goes out on social media that this is an AI artist and all the regular artists and them start to come out against it and them kind of things, I could see that Trinidadians will start to be like, we don't support them so-called artists and them. Yeah, I could see a campaign beginning for that. All right, I get where you're coming from. At least likely to happen, but it will happen. As if we go like it.
Yeah,
as if we go like it.
Part.
All right, my own is the laptops for the students being useful. Least likely to happen. Definitely not happening. Like fully. I get some insight onto the laptops, how the Kota arms engraved on the actual cover is not sticker anymore. They have 16 gigs of RAM. They are i5 processors and all kind of different things.
To play a game on that way.
And there's actually AI software on it that's supposed to be geared towards the syllabus in Trinidad and Tobago, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't put my hands on one of them. And I still am not convinced that the laptops are going to be useful because the people that have to actually implement the curriculum using it not going to be on board with trying to get these laptops to deliver the content that they want to deliver with it. Because half of them just won't be working, the Wi-Fi won't be working properly, all kind of things will be going on. And that's why I see definitely not happening. Laptops being useful. Although they will try to say that everybody has a laptop and all those kind of things, the net positive of it will be children will have a media consumption device and a gaming device. There will be a few outliers, of course, who use the laptops for proper things and take it all the way from Form 1 to Form 5 and take care of it and whatnot. But I don't think we have the culture of technology to say, hey, take care of your laptop. That is where your future of education is. I don't think so. I just not feeling it.
Yeah, so this is not necessarily laptops, but the lack of support and infrastructure and support and
Yeah, that's why I say the
Surrounded
laptops
it.
for students
Yeah,
being
yeah.
useful. Useful is the keyword. Having it, it's cool. The usefulness of it, I don't see it definitely not happening. And that was coming from a teacher. Yeah. All right, let me go through the recap because when we play this episode next year, I just want to go through the recap. So from top to bottom, Michaela, let me hear your most likely to happen, may happen, and definitely not happen.
Right. So the most likely to happen, RAM prices going back down. Kinda maybe might happen. More AI governance frameworks in place. And definitely not happening, the UPI system. Ain't happening.
It's how she say it. She just see it like, oh, come on, like don't even think about it.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
All right, Aki, what's your 3?
yeah, more options for digital government payments. Apple finally get it right with AI and keeping with AI, AI soca artists. And people would actually like it.
People actually like it, yeah. Okay. All right, mine is another major hack, not just a data breach, but something that will expose our vulnerabilities as a country tech-wise. Second one is the UPI system will come on stream because I believe halfway, because that's why it's a maybe, and definitely not happening. The laptops for students being useful, I can't see it being useful in their educational life. Nothing whatsoever. And yeah. So that's us for the first episode of 2026 predictions for 2026. And I probably, well, because we're recording this in December, I'm probably going to spend the whole of December thinking about different ways to do different things and make the podcast better and finally work on the website and all of those different stuff. So look out for some new things from our next episode. And I don't know what it's going to look like because in real time, I haven't planned it yet. But by the time you hear this, we probably have some plans in place. And maybe we might have a sponsor. Who knows? I don't know. But that's it for today's episode, y'all. Y'all enjoy your 2026 January New Year's resolutions, whatever it is you call that. We'll probably have to find out in the next episode from this, which will be episode 144, 145, something like that. We'll find out if they did put on those 4 pounds of muscle because Michaela had the protein shakes and Akeem going and be refusing food for Christmas. He only want turkey and lean meat.
No, but I don't eat ham in any case, or pork, so.
Oh, you poor thing.
I used to when I was younger. Like your age or before.
The gains, yeah. Then you realize it wasn't affecting the gains. I tell you, thank you very much. I will see you all next week in another episode of the Trini Techcast. Oh wait, you can find me at Trini Techcast at Make It Simple TT, and I have a next app called Lunit and another app called Caribbean Study Forums, and more than likely we'll be moving on to CSEC examinations just now. So a lot of stuff that you'll do. You'll see my face on different social media platforms other than Make It Simple TT. Yeah. All right. And Michaela Diversity Hire, 2nd year running.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn. My name, just my name. You can find me on Instagram at Kala_Noel. And yeah, just those 2 places.
We hope that 2026 will be the year of TikTok, but Michaela is not biting.
Maybe.
She's not biting at all.
Yeah.
And Akeem, where we finding in 2026?
On Trini Techcast, and that's it. No else.
All right, Ollie, we gone. Later.